Hey everyone, I hope you're having a fantastic day. I kind of figured to kind of like hold over for a little bit. I was going to show you an old project that I started working on. Did not finish because season 2 off season happened and there were achievement changes and whatnot. And so, as you all know, I started working on new achievements for Town of Salem 2. And so the ones that I have done, I have I think 18-ish done. We're gonna go over them and just talk and go through. Um, there's a whole thread on achievement ideas that I looked into and tried to crisscross and manage and see what it all is. So let's go over what a new kind of reimagined achievements might look like. So, admire. Falling in love, having proposal accepted. That's a fair, 5 coin achievement. And you'll see a lot of these. I try a 5 coin, 1 or 2 10, 1 or 2 25. And I try to make it really achievable, try to make it worthwhile. It's an achievement. And then I try and make it to where it doesn't harm the other side. Next one, short-term relationship. Have the person who accepted your proposal die in the same night. Um, Power of love. Care for your lover while they're in jail. And then friends with benefits. Be knighted by the monarch who your relationship. Those are pretty standard ones. I think those are fair. Next is amnesiac. Delayed memory. Be unable to remember a role after the first night. Because what other one could you? The mind of a sculptor. Remember a stoned role. That's a pretty good one. Absent-minded politician is for mayor. And identity theft. Remember a role that has been enchanted. I think that's also pretty cool. Next is Bodyguard. I'll save you, protect someone from being attacked. That's kind of a good beginner one. Who are you going to call? Protect someone from being attacked by a shroud. Another thing is the achievements need to crack a smile. It needs to be funny sometimes. Self-interest. Use most of your best to protect yourself from attacks. That is going to be a hard one. But bodyguards have 2 vests, so make it worthwhile. And then sacrificial lamb, protect someone. Next is Cleric. Blessed recovery, protect someone from being attacked. I believe Cleric is the first one where all 4 are the exact same as they are in game. And that makes sense. Cleric's the most balanced role. It makes sense that the achievements are also very good. Coroner. DNA evidence, find killer of your autopsy. Stone cold evidence, find a killer of a stone body. Piracy. Piracy defense. Find a pirate in an examination. And then master dissection autopsy body that has 3 different killers. Again, makes sense. The 3 different color ones will be hard to get, but worthwhile. Crusader. I believe Crusader is pretty much the same. I think oh no, take back the holy. They would never attack and kill 3 non-town. A lot of them I had to change from there's 3 players non-town because you don't want a game throw. You don't want to encourage. Deputy assassination. Now you don't have to just shoot anyone randomly. Apocalypse defense. Animal control. Shoot the werewolf. Some people might not like that. And then standoff is one, kind of this idea of, one of the biggest deputy achievements you can do is 1v1 with another coven that you have not revealed or evil, and you take them out. Win the game. So shoot the only player remaining to win. I think that's a very fair, high up achievement for deputy. That is doable. It just takes discipline. Investigator. Fingerprints. Find someone to have blood. Delivery of bread. Perceive. I don't even know if that's spelled properly. Baker visiting your target. Perceive 3 or more evils visiting your target. Investigate someone having blood 3 times in a game. Makes sense for investigator. Jailer, I believe, is generally the same. I think I swapped the name of maybe execute the coven leader to top of the food chain. And then flawless executioner, on-time member. Lookout, again, kind of a similar situation. The one that I did change that looked like it hurt is watch someone visit the veteran and get shot. That is one that you would want to, well, you would know ahead of time. Marshall, and Marshall is pretty standard. I swapped it when I made the achievements. It was before Marshall could 2 only per night, so I swapped it for Mayor. Actions are louder than words is an interesting one here. Vote out the Voodoo Master that silenced you the night before. And so, like, the idea of that one is you reveal and vote up and get out the Voodoo Master, even though you are still silenced. You are the action of revealing. I might even change that one to the power of democracy. Well, the power of democracy is right below it, which is vote out a player in a 1v1 scenario. You might call that absolute power, and the power of democracy for Voodoo Master. Just brainstorming. Monarch is pretty much the same. Be attacked by someone when you have your knight alive and live. That's a pretty good one to add. Knighthood is forever. End the game with you and both your knights still alive. That should be also a really fun one. Prosecutor. Which I do not. Prosecutor. Prosecute non-town. Prosecute public execution if revealed failed ritualists. Hammer time, prosecute 2 non. So this was before Prosecutor could just. Well, this was when Prosecutor could whammy 2 in the same time. Now you can't do that, so that hammer time would need to be changed, unfortunately. And then Prosecutor. So hammer time would need to be changed, but it is what it is. Psychic. See the same player in an evil and good vision. Have 7 visions in a game. I think they brought that down to 6, and 6 makes sense. Have an evil vision that has the remaining players remaining. That one is a funny one. So let's say there are 4 players remaining, an evil vision, and it's all 3. Not looking at having a vision with no good players left. Makes sense too. Retributionist. Resurrect Tavern Keeper. Resurrect a Vigilante, kill him down. Resurrect a Monarch. Resurrect a Trapper and attack someone. So the new one is the Trapper one, obviously, right? I went through all of the achievements and, okay, which roles does this involve? And Trapper is one of the least ones. And so giving Retributionist the opportunity to use Trapper, cool idea. One man's trap is another's. So one man's trash is another man's treasure. One man's trap is a good idea right there. Seer. Find the same player to be friends with one target but enemies with another. Obviously that does not work anymore because you can no longer check both. You can't check people multiple times. Find 4 pairs of players' enemy, find 4 friends, have a night where there's no one left to game. So obviously the player of duality would need to change, but yeah, this was made before the season. This was made around season 2 before season 2 off season started. Sheriff, find someone suspicious, find a doomsayer suspicious. Suspicious, I guess. That's another fun one. Find a player who died the same night to be suspicious. Find a town member who died the same night. So that is an enchanter achievement. Find 3 players to be suspicious. And the last one I have down is spy. And none of these should be, besides the target for execution. So I just wanted to share those briefly. If you want me to continue working on the project, let me know. But it is a pretty hefty project to work on. But let me know what you think. If you have some other fun ones, what do you think of some of the funner ones I got on? That's all for me. I hope you enjoy. I'm hoping by the next time I see you, thank goodness for Bitter Duos 2. I got games for that, but I'm hoping maybe the next time you hear me talk, we might have a patch. We might have more information. Or something interesting to talk about. I just throw in this so that I can clean it. That's all for me. Catch you again later.